working without a contract for quite some time.
And it seems the City of Seattle and the Seattle Police Officers Guild have reached a tentative contract agreement. The mayor's office sent Fox 13 this statement, which read in part, "The tentative agreement we have reached with the union reflects a commitment to our charter responsibility to create a safe Seattle. We have focused on building an excellent police service through strong accountability measures and staffing, improving the recruitment and retention of officers through fair wages and benefits, as well as building out a comprehensive public safety response system by increasing options for civilian response." Calls and text messages to the Seattle Police Officers Guild went unanswered Monday, but news of this agreement started circulating over the weekend after news sites Publicola and the Seattle Times saw that agreement posted on the Seattle Police Officers Guild website.
You know, it's interesting. It's a tentative agreement and it's a retroactive agreement.
Political and public affairs consultant Sandeep Kaushik says the contract covers the last 3 years, but this year's contract is still under negotiation. He says in terms of police recruitment, the agreement is a good step forward because it would give retroactive raises in the amount of 23%.
If people out there are concerned that, you know, there aren't enough cops in Seattle, that we don't have the kind of response times we want when someone calls 911, that we've lost hundreds of officers and not been able to replace them by and large, then this is at least a step forward in setting the table for the city to start recruiting more officers again.
But if you're concerned about a police department that meets best practices and follows efforts to create better civilian protections and reforms,
then this contract, as an interim step, isn't doing a whole lot on that front. And there are still some very, very contentious issues between the city and the Police Officers Guild that remain unresolved at this point.
For Jim Fuda, the executive director of Crime Stoppers for Puget Sound and retired officer of 33 years, he says he's pleased to hear that both sides have come to some sort of an agreement.
Attracts more officers. It keeps the ones that have been working without a contract. It solidifies basically their job positions and what their pay and benefits are going to be.
As for the Seattle Community Police Commission, they released a statement last Friday saying they were made aware of the tentative agreement, but it wasn't shared with them. They said in part they ask city leaders make sure to invite them to the table when it comes to future discussions on this topic.
So what happens next in this process? Well, the mayor's office referred me to the Police Officers Guild on their process, which we've yet to hear back from. But they say should the union ratify the contract, the next step would be for City Council to consider the ratification. In the newsroom, Shira Matsuzawa, Fox 13 News.